Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Two things I want to tell you real quick. One was something that happened yesterday, and I'm going to try to make this really short, but the other one is it's really important, especially for now, with everything that's going on in the cosmos, okay? Yesterday, because we're getting ready to have a winter storm, like 20 to 30 inches. And for some of you, that might not be a lot. For where we are, that's a lot of snow. Anyway, they're talking about the potential of people running out of, or electricity going out and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, I went to the store. I had 2 stores to go to yesterday. And I wanted to get those small cans of propane for my little stove. And I went to the one store first to get a heated bucket, just because I need a heated bucket. And I'm standing in line getting ready to check out, and the woman in front of me has 3 cans of propane. And I asked her, I said, because I was getting ready to leave there and go to Walmart. And I asked her, I said, have you checked Walmart? And she said, I just left there and they don't have any, they're out. That's why I'm here. And I was like, oh my gosh. So anyway, I go to the shelf to get the cans of gas, and there's only like 3 left. They're almost out. And the guy at the counter was saying that the night before they were totally out. Okay, now keep that in mind. So anyway, so I go get these cans of gas and I check out. Go to Walmart, get my stuff. And I thought, oh my gosh, the universe put her right in front of me. Because if I had not seen her, I would have gone to Walmart looking for the gas cans, which was my intention, found out that they were out, to potentially go back to the other store, and they probably would have been out. So, because, everybody's buying this stuff for the potential power outage. So anyway, I'm just like, oh my gosh, thank you. I was like so happy. Now, the second part, if you've followed me for any period of time, you know that I'm selling my house, looking for another house, all that kind of stuff. I talked to an agent yesterday about listing my house. And I think I've said this on here before. Don't come at me with the negatives. And this is leading to all of us, okay? Not just, but this situation it's just a small token of the big picture. Don't come at me with the negatives. Don't come at me and tell me, oh, well, you only have a 2-bedroom house. When I'm not the one that built the house, and I'm not the only one that has ever bought this house. I think I'm like the 5th person that's bought this house. Yes, it's a small house, but not everybody. Look how many people are building small houses. And this has been my house was built in 92. Obviously, along the way, there are people that want a 2-bedroom house. And especially since I've got a big freaking garage. My garage is bigger, square footage wise, is bigger than my house, which is a huge asset. So anyway, and I told my husband, I said, throughout my whole life, because the other thing is, I'm going somewhere again to have a view of the mountains. I'm looking in Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee, and the northern part of Georgia, okay, where the mountains are. There's an agent that Zillow has hooked me up with in Georgia. Twice now, she has told me that finding a view of the mountains with water of some sort and property for my horse is going to be hard to come by. Twice she's told me that. I told him, if I envision it, if it's what I want, And not from a place of I'm a spoiled brat. If it's here, it's out there somewhere. I grew up, when I would design houses or I would do whatever. I'd come up with an idea and I would either make it happen, or if it was a house, because my dad was an architect, contractor, all of that, I would tell him, okay, this is what I would like to have in the house. And more times than I can tell you, he said, Pam, God, I don't know that that's going to work. And I always told him, and Dad, be my witness, I always told him, it's my job to tell you what I want. It's your job to figure out how to make it happen. And he always made it happen. Because it just can. When you put your mind to it, it'll happen. And this is where the big picture comes in for all of us. Be you. Whatever it is, when you come from a place of love, when you come from a place of this is my true desire, do not let somebody tell you no, or it can't happen, or that's a crazy idea. Don't. You didn't have this thought for no reason. Especially now, we're here to create what doesn't exist. Use your imagination. Expand your thought process to whatever. And even if it's never been accomplished before, even if it's never been done before, when you think about the number of houses and property and all of that stuff that's out in the world, and you're going to tell me that when I've seen a ton of them, it's just not exactly what I want. Finding a place with some land for my horse, a view of the mountains, and some sort of water, preferably a pond for my geese and my ducks. And you're going to tell me that that's hard to come by. I don't need you as my agent. If you are going to tell me that, it's going to be hard to sell your house because it's only a 2-bedroom, I really don't need you as my agent. Let's focus on the positives. Which, okay, it's a 2-bedroom house. I bought it. It was perfect for what I wanted when I bought my house. My last house was a 2-bedroom house. And it was smaller than this one. And for 3 months, a friend of mine and her 2 daughters lived with me. So there were 4 of us in this small 2-bedroom house. Was it perfect? No, but it worked. And then she moved to her own house. But again, don't let somebody tell you you're crazy. I have just about literally spent my whole life hearing, you're crazy. That's not going to work. That can't happen. Guess what? It always does. So let me be your confirmation. Let me be your what? Let me be your whatever. If you feel called to move somewhere, build something, make something, create something, the answer is always no. If you don't even try, it's always no. I don't accept no as an answer. Not for things like that. I mean, yeah, sometimes know is relevant. But seriously, we are moving into the new earth. You are the new human. We have left the paradigms of limiting beliefs. We've left the paradigms of lack and limitation and having to do without and stress and struggle and all of those kinds of things. We've left that nonsense behind. Expand. Be creative. And okay, maybe it doesn't work. At least try it. Then you know. Don't live the rest of your life in what if. Well, what if I had tried that? What if, Ben Franklin, if he had what if'd, we still wouldn't have electricity. Who was it? I don't know. The Model T Ford. Whoever invented that. Ford, I don't know. Doesn't matter. If he had what if'd his whole life, we wouldn't have cars. Don't what if your life away. Try it. What on earth do you have to lose? And what you have to lose is what if. Because now you know. It's either going to be amazing or it's not. Or you back up and punt. You back up and go, okay, that didn't work. How can I tweak it? And you develop the best thing, something that nobody has ever had before. Nobody's ever seen or thought of. And you make gazillions of dollars because you tried and you didn't accept no for an answer. And even if it's not a winning thing right out of the gate, so what? Keep trying. But don't. The people that tell you no, the people that tell you you're crazy are coming from their limiting beliefs. Don't let them project that nonsense on you. That's their belief system. If they choose to live in lack and limitation, God bless them. Let them live in lack and limitation. You go be all you can be. And enjoy it. Enjoy this process. Have fun with it. That's what you're here for. The more fun you have, the more the universe and everything is going to support you. Like I said yesterday, I left that store when the gas can thing happened. I was like, oh my God, I was literally like jumping out of my skin. I was so grateful, so thankful. Because not from a place of lack, but it's amazing to see this stuff happen. You just have to pay attention. So what is calling you? Follow, because I followed my intuition to go to that store first. Because if I had gone to the other store first, I would have figured out that they were out, but by the time I got to the other store, they may have been out. So follow your intuition. And whatever sparks your interest, whatever makes you happy, follow that. Follow your joy. And I know Bashar has said this like 1,000,001 times, if not 1,000,002. Follow your passion to the best of your ability for as far as it'll take you until you can't do it anymore. And then follow your next passion, whatever that is. It doesn't mean you have to go create the next widget. If it's go to the store, go to the store. If it's sit on your couch and search for a home, your next house, because that's what you enjoy doing, do that. So, anyway, I love you guys. Oh my God, I want you to have the best freaking life you can possibly have. Like I said, let me be your permission slip. Let me be your reason to take that step. Be that Fool card in the tarot deck. Take that step. Take that leap of faith. The universe will never steer you wrong. Everything happens for a reason. And you know what? You might have a thought, it would be really cool if we could make this happen. If this could, whatever, work. And it turns out, because you don't accept no, it turns out even better. And you could be the next Nikola Tesla. You could be the next Ben Franklin. You could be the next whoever. But you won't know until you take that step. You won't know if you hang on to everybody else's limiting beliefs about you. So have an amazing day. Go create, I don't even know what. Just go create whatever you feel called to create. And have fun in the process. Just enjoy the process. Because this year, the year of the fire horse, is going to be so packed. It already is packed with forward moving, supportive energy for things like that. So have an amazing day. I send you so much love and gratitude for being here, and we will talk soon.